The Limerick Institute of Technology Gaelic Grounds is the venue for this key clash in the opening round of the Bon Secours Hospital Limerick Senior Hurling Championship of 2021. It's the clash of great modern day rivals Patrickswell and Doon. Tom Condon, our guest commentator this afternoon at the Ennis Road ground. Tom, you're very welcome along. You're looking forward to your commentary debut here at the Gaelic Grounds?
Thanks, Mel. Yeah, something different now for me being up here watching it. Looking forward to it. Look, it is the makings of a great game. Some great players on show here today, and look, the county boys are back in now, and hopefully now they continue on the good form. We're in for a treat.
We've had 3 matches already in the Limerick Senior Hurling Championship this weekend. Wins for South Liberties, Adair and the defending champions last evening, namely Na Piarsaigh. But who will win this afternoon between Patrickswell and Doon? And that will determine the lineup for round 2 and subsequently round 3 of the Bon Secours Hospital Limerick Senior Hurling Championship. It's Patrickswell and Doon that is the focus of our attention here on Limerick GA TV from the LIT Gaelic Grounds this afternoon, as we have an opportunity to look at both starting selections. Doon, as listed on the match programme, will show no change. Fairly experienced team with the likes of Owen McNamara commanding the goalkeeping position. Dara O'Donovan has been chosen at centre half back in a line that also includes Mikey O'Brien and Richie English. Cian O'Donovan and Eddie Stokes will play at midfield. The attack, and what an attack it appears to be: Barry Murphy, Cormac Ryan, Adam English, Pat Simon Ryan, Dean Coleman and Jack Ryan. What do you make of the Doon team?
Look, there's serious potential up forwards there for Doon. If these boys click, I can see him putting up a big score. Adam English looks very exciting, like he's been going very well there throughout the year in the underage. Look, Dara O'Donovan, wealth of experience, and alongside him Richie English. So it'll be interesting to see where Richie starts. Will they move him back on Aaron, or will they have him maybe man marking Keane? But look, we'll know that shortly enough.
The match referee this afternoon is Johnny Murphy from Glenroe, just having a word and the toss with the respective team captains. Barry Murphy wearing 10 for Doon, and Patrickswell captained from centre half back by Diarmuid Burns. As we switch our attention now to the Patrickswell starting selection. Plenty of experience too within, including the 2007 All-Star goalkeeper Brian Murray, and of course Diarmuid Burns, Mark Carmody, John O'Flynn, Cian Lynch, the Glans, Jason and Aaron at centre half and full forward respectively. 2 late changes on the Patrickswell side coming into the team. At defence, number 5 is Calvin Carroll, and in attack Josh Considine has been chosen. Your take on Patrickswell, Tom?
Yeah, look, Patrickswell, they're very experienced side. Most of them there have county medal in their back pocket. They'll be relying on Diarmuid to command the centre back, and I suppose Aaron Gallan for the scores up front. But look, outside of that, they have young Patrick Kirby as well, who's capable of racking up a few points. Keane will be looking to pull the strings there in midfield, and look, it'll be interesting to see what they do with them.
The national anthem, Óráin na Bhíon, from the LIT Gaelic Grounds. A warm round of applause from the attendance here of 500 for this opening round fixture of the 2021 Bon Secours Limerick Senior Hurling Championship. Already in the winners' enclosure this weekend, we've had South Liberties, Adair and also Na Piarsaigh. Who will win this afternoon between Doon and Patrickswell? The big call to be made by Tom Condon.
I think this is going to be very tight, Mel. I think Patrickswell might shade it by about 3 or 4 points.
The match referee from Glenrue, a very experienced official, former county player of note with Limerick in both codes. Johnny Murphy about to get us underway. Already a Doon player, Richie English, has appears to have been gone to ground. Alongside him is Kevin O'Brien. The linesperson is already in to have a word. And before a sliotar has been thrown in, we may well have a little bit of action.
Yeah, I actually didn't see it there. I was looking down the field to see what actually way the Patrickswell were setting up. But yeah, Richie seems to be on the ground. Red card for Kevin O'Brien. Yeah, before the match.
Kevin O'Brien has been shown a straight red card, and the game has not even started. What a dramatic moment at the Gaelic grounds. Patrickswell will play this match, Tom, astonishingly with 14 players.
And that's my predictions after taking a fair hit there now. But yeah, look, I didn't see it. It appears that Kevin O'Brien struck Richie. He seems to be holding his arm or his elbow. But look, Patrickswell and Doon have always been a feisty affair, and we're after getting that before the ball is even thrown in.
Interestingly, on a technical note, given that the match had not started, Patrickswell had a player sent off. Maybe they are allowed to bring on one, but I don't think so. It's going to be 14-person Patrickswell against 15-person Doon in the Bon Secours Hospital Limerick Senior Hurling Championship. The match referee has been at the centre of attention early on, namely Johnny Murphy, and we're underway. So it's a big ask now of Patrickswell to play this match with just 14 players. 2 late changes for them. Calvin Carroll came into the team, so too Josh Considine. Cian Lynch with an early opportunity, very difficult angle. Pops an inviting ball through towards his attack, and it's taken down by Kirby. Patrick Kirby finds support outside. Patrickswell have whipped it over the crossbar. Good start. Calvin Carroll with an early point.
Great start. That's exactly what Patrickswell are looking for. A bit of a response there to what happened before the game. But look, you have to forget about that now and just play away.
Patrickswell and Doon, modern day rivals in the Limerick Senior Hurling Championship. Ball picked up by Mark Carmody. Looks for additional support. Available is Jason Gallan. Patrickswell looking for a second point, and my word, they've started well. 2 points inside a minute.
Great strike there from Jason Gallan from distance. That's the start that Patrickswell wanted.
Doon now trying to respond to the early stages of this afternoon's encounter from the LIT Gaelic grounds. Dispossessed was Richie English. Challenge is by Richie English. The free going the way of Patrick Kirby, and match referee Johnny Murphy has his notebook out. He's going to have a word here with former All-Star Richie English.
A bit of a high tackle there from Richie, alright, but I think a yellow card would be more than enough here. It seems to be a Patrickswell player down as well.
Yellow card has been issued to Richie English, the free standing in favour of Patrickswell, who have enjoyed a very bright start as they lead Doon by a couple of points here this afternoon.
Johnny Murphy seems to have his hands full already.
He certainly is. This the venue once again for a County Senior Hurling Championship encounter, where we saw the defending champions in Piercing go through 10-point winners last night against Kilmallock, 3-16 to 15 points. The goals for Piercing scored by Conor Boylan, Adrian Breen and David Dempsey, as Piercing look good in terms of defending the John Daly Trophy. Back with the live action. Aaron Gallan. This will test him. Here is Aaron Gallan striking it in towards the goal. Wonderful accuracy by the Patrickswell full forwards.
That's a typical Aaron free there. Like, he's very accurate in fairness to him. He's improved throughout the years with his free taking. Great score.
Patrickswell leading by 3 points, down a player as well following the very early dismissal here in this encounter of Kevin O'Brien. Do need something. Dean Coleman to cut it forward. Not a very good one. Patrickswell are well able to deal with it. Knocked away towards Jason Gallan, runs away towards Cormac Ryan. Doon looking for their first point today. That's sent to the left.
That was, bad miss there by Cormac Ryan. He was only 45 yards out. Doon need to settle a small bit now, and they need to make the extra man count. Seems to be Richie English that is loose at the moment.
Patrickswell holding on to possession, and this ball distributed through towards Cian Lynch. Cian Lynch steadies, has plenty of time here as he looks for his opening point of the day, and wonderful play by the midfielder Cian Lynch.
Great hands there by Cian. Caught the ball as he was falling, and he was in the acre space. Do need to really tighten up there on the back line.
Patrickswell holding all the aces in the early part of today's encounter. Patrick Kirby trying his look from 50 metres out. He's missed on the left, has Pat Kirby, one of two brothers on the panel. John is listed as a sub today for the Well.
Yeah, I think Patrick, he could have worked that maybe a bit better there, but took a pot shot. But I think the better option was inside in the full forward line.
Cian O'Donovan carrying the slitter through, inviting ball to Barry Murphy, the captain. He knocks it through towards Pat Ryan. Match referee has given the free, has Johnny Murphy, and this a very good scoring opportunity for Doon.
Yeah,
coming
John,
up on
Johnny
5
could
minutes.
have maybe let that go. Pat Ryan seemed to be out in front of his man, and he would have been one-on-one with him there. But look, the free is given anyway, so a good opportunity here to get on the scoreboard.
Patrickswell have been one of the dominant teams in the Limerick Senior Hurling Championship over the last 50 years or so. They've won it on 20 occasions, and amazingly, Doon have never actually won the Limerick Senior Hurling Championship, which is now in its 127th year. Doon with an opportunity of their first point this afternoon. Free taker Adam English has dropped this one delightfully over the crossbar.
Yeah, that fact is hard to imagine as well, Mel, because they've had so many good teams over the years. They just never seem to be able to get over that final hurdle.
Last year was the most disappointing of their county final losses, losing to Nepiercy rather heavily. Now they're looking for their second point, and the captain leading by example, Barry Murphy, point number 2, and it's back to 2 points.
Great for Barry Murphy there. I'm delighted for this guy. He's had bad injuries there over the last couple of years, and it's great to see him continuing good form before he got injured.
Good form still continuing with Brian Murray. Back in 2007 he won his hurling All-Star, the year that Limerick qualified against Kilkenny in the All-Ireland Hurling Championship. What a year that was. Right now, Doon fullback Tommy Hayes wins an important free.
Small bit rash there from Aaron, but Tommy Hayes winning a good free there. Do need to just settle there in their half-back line. I think ideally they should try and get Darragh Donovan free and let him kind of pull the strings around the middle, if at all possible.
Darragh O'Donovan, he's taking the resulting free, the 5'11" centre half back for Doon, a live contender for an All-Star this year. Here is Darragh O'Donovan. He struck this one well, and that's a mighty hit. Darragh O'Donovan brings Doon onto 3 points, and they're within one of Patrickswell, who really shot away from the starting blocks.
Great score by Darragh there from distance. We all know he's very good from long range, and great score.
Suddenly Doon have found themselves in possession. Eddie Stokes trying to break through, looking for a point to tie it up here at the Gaelic ground. Support is with Pat Simon Ryan. Difficult angle. Ryan whips it away. This appears to be an intelligent ball. Doon have 3 players available. One of those is Mikey O'Brien, and Doon and Patrickswell are suddenly level.
Yeah, great response by Doon there. As you say, Patrickswell came out very fast there, and they needed that. But Doon seemed to have settled into the game well now.
Precisely 7 minutes on the stopwatch. Doon and Patrickswell are level at 4 points apiece. Restart is by Brian Murray. Launches it forward. The key talking point, the dismissal before the start of Kevin O'Brien. Doon up a player, Richie English. The advantage has been allowed. This is going to be short, but the free is going the way of Doon. The extra yards awarded as well, and suddenly we're likely to see Doon ahead.
Yeah, the momentum has changed big time there. Doon seem to be winning all the breaking ball there around their half back line. They're making the extra men count. Diarmaid Burns there was just slightly high tackle and a small bit of back chat, so Johnny Murphy's after obliging by bringing it forward. Should be an easy score here for Adam English.
That will please the Doon management team, headed up by former Galway senior camogie manager Tony Ward. In the opposite corner for Patrickswell, we have John O'Mara and Shawnee Chaplin of 6 Mile Bridge. This is the resulting free for Doon. Adam English has knocked over his second point. What a star he was at minor grade over the last few seasons.
Very exciting prospect, in fairness, Mel. I see Richie English has just switched over now onto Cian Lynch, and they're leaving Mikey O'Brien free in the middle.
What a galaxy of stars on the field of play this afternoon here for this Limerick Senior Hurling Championship. Jason Gallan loses out. Pat Ryan is advancing, forced to release it, and it's available for Doon. They lead by a single point. Centre half forward, Cormac Ryan becomes involved. Here's the chance. Jack Ryan goes for the goal. The goalkeeper forced to make the save, Brian Murray. It's out for the first 65, but the shot was not all that powerful.
No, I think just the final pass there by Cormac Ryan just kind of let him down. He was too far in front of Jack Ryan. He was stretching for it, and it was comfortable enough save for Brian Murray in the end.
This is the 127th playing of the Limerick Senior Hurling Championship, one that has been won by 29 different clubs down through the years. First won in 1887 by Maru. They beat South Liberties in what has turned out to be the lowest scoring county final of all time. Back then, of which there are no survivors, Maru 1 goal, South Liberties 1 point. Different times. Right now, Adam English is in search of his 3rd point. This to give his side a 2-point lead. He has struck it sweetly. Yep. White flag being reached for.
Another good score there by Adam English. That'll get his confidence up. Doon seemed to be playing with a slight breeze as well. So look, they responded well to that early onslaught by Patrickswell.
Patrickswell early on in this match led by 4 points to no score. Doon suddenly have fought their way back, levelled it, and have now moved 2 points in front as Patrickswell's Aaron Gallan looks for an opportunity to claim possession. He has Cian Lynch available. This is Lynch. Cian Lynch is advancing. The advantage not going his way. They will settle for the free. Will Patrickswell the odds-on shot in terms of winning this particular match? But my word, we're going to have a ferocious battle on our hands here at the LIT Gaelic Grounds this afternoon.
Yeah, well, there'll be nothing one easy there today. That was a great flick in there by Aaron into Cian. It's almost like they're telepathic, like they know where each other is going. I suppose, look, that just comes from training day in, day out with each other and the county team and stuff like that as well. So it should be another handy score here for Aaron.
Shawnee Chaplin and John O'Mara involved, but so too Owen Foley and James Mann with the management team for Patrickswell, as this one has been knocked over the crossbar, as you would expect, quite confidently by full forward Aaron Gallan, his 2nd point, and now it's down to a 1-point match. A little over 10 minutes played in the opening half, and it's Doon leading by a single point over Patrickswell. Doon have possession, and Mikey O'Brien sets it up nicely for Cian O'Donovan. This one threaded through towards Simon Ryan, beaten to it. Patrickswell now can build this one up from the back as they go in search of the equalising point, which possibly would tie us up here this afternoon for the 2nd time. Mikey O'Brien. Doon gaining ground. The free player is Eddie Stokes. Stokes has room here. Good score by the midfielder Eddie Stokes. Doon lead by 2 points.
Great pass there to find Eddie Stokes in space. Just an interesting thing, Doon seem to have 3 spare men in their backside. Patrickswell seemed to have withdrawn totally out of the field. I see Dermot Burns for the last puck out there was totally free. He was kind of sitting off as a sweeper in the head. I think it was Matt Carmody back centre back.
Here's Tom Nolan for Patrickswell. Patrickswell down a player since the very start following the dismissal with a red card of Kevin O'Brien. This aimed at Aaron Gallan, back covering for Doon, their tidy full back. Tommy Hayes finds Cian O'Donovan. O'Donovan gets away from trouble, comes towards halfway, needs to release this one quickly. Available is Cormac Ryan, opts to go longer on this occasion, and that's a free smack in front of the uprights. It's Simon Ryan that was being held back, close to being a penalty, but I reckon at the end of the day, Shawnee O'Brien will have just conceded an ordinary free.
Yeah, it's his borderline. Just a free there by conceded by Shawnee. Pat Ryan, we know he's a live wire. He's flying all around the place there, but there's plenty of space, and it is an intelligent ball. And I think Patrickswell need to start doing that last ball in there, like it was 2 versus 1 with Aaron Gallan. And we know Aaron is very good in the air, but it's asking a lot there when there's 2 or 3 defenders back.
Doon are going to have this free straight in front of the uprights. Adam English odds on to score his 4th point of the day, or will he think about going for a goal? Who knows? Adam English knows he's going high, takes his point, but his side 3 points in front of Patrickswell, 8 points to 5, coming up on 14 minutes.
And rightly so. Just keep the scoreboard ticking over. That's all left to do. And look, they have the numerical advantage there, so it's just to keep the scoreboard ticking is the thing.
Brian Murray advances the slither towards halfway, but again it's Doon on top of the situation. The captain, Barry Murphy, looking for Adam English. English, what a great minor captain he was a couple of seasons ago. In she goes, not much in it, but it is not inside the right hand upright.
Just slightly right of the post there. He's gone in, Adam seems to have gone in full forward there now. So they're Doon are constantly changing, and they seem to have Patrickswell as 6s and 7s at the moment.
This is in 1A of the Limerick Senior Hurling Championship. Han will play the losers of this match in the feature game next weekend on the Sunday here at the LIT Gaelic Grounds. The effort of Pat Ryan has been wonderfully blocked. Diarmuid Burns and co back helping out. Barry Murphy whistles it in favour of the 20-time winners of the Limerick Senior Hurling Championship, Patrickswell, who are under pressure here today, down to 14 players.
Yeah, and they seem to be losing a lot of the puck outs in their half forward line. Doon seem to be getting their numbers over there and keep coming away with the ball, and they're able to break at speed forward, and they're creating space up front in as well, and putting lovely ball in front of the full forward line.
This well within the range of the two-time All-Star Diarmuid Burns on his own defensive 65, but should not present any huge amount of difficulty for a player so talented as this towering individual who stands at 6'4". Burns has struck it, as you would expect, quite confidently between the uprights for his first point of the afternoon. 2 points now between the two teams. That goal puck out was taken too quickly, says Johnny Murphy, the match referee. Owen McNamara getting tremendous distance in his goal delivery from the City goal end that he defends. Dean Coleman hasn't seen that much of the sliotar this afternoon. It's back on the side of Patrickswell. Patrickswell are gaining ground, trying to open up and prise open the Doon defence. And this is an opportunity, and a very good one for Diarmuid Burns. A point between them. Yeah,
well worked score there, Mel. Look, Patrickswell need to start doing that. They need to work the ball through the lines and run it down. They needed to change up because they weren't winning any long ball.
What a great catch here by Adam English. What about the finish? Not there on this occasion.
Great catch there, just the accuracy let him down in the end, but great catch under pressure.
Brian Murray, a scratch golfer. 2007 All-Star gets us back underway. We're not too far away now from the first water break here at Patrickswell. Doon looking for something before half-time. This has not worked out to plan. Possession is with Patrickswell. Jason Gallan will likely to restart, or maybe he'll leave it for Cian Lynch.
In fairness, Mel, Patrickswell have responded well to Doon there, the pressure that they put on. There's only 1 point in it, and look, they take that coming up to the water break.
In the end, there were a variety of players involved, but Jason Gallan will take this resulting sideline strike eventually. Gallan has knocked an inviting ball through towards his inside forward line. Patrickswell are looking for something. Jack Keller trying to set it up. Good play by Padraig Ryan. Under torrid pressure now, the Doon defence with just a single point between the two teams. Line ball again going the way of Patrickswell. Forced to go back on that occasion was Jason Gallan to Diarmuid Burns. Pass goes astray only for a moment, and Patrickswell with Mark Carmody. Carmody on the run. Carmody on the run has squeezed it home. What a magnificent point to tie us up at 8 points each.
Water break as well there now, Mel. A great score by Mark Carmody. Patrickswell going in on level terms into the first water break. A man down. That's a good result for Patrickswell, and if they can keep tabs on Doon, then I don't think they've been down to 14 will matter.
8 points for Patrickswell, 8 points for Doon midway through the first half of this 2021 Bon Secours Hospital Limerick Senior Hurling Championship. A championship that opened earlier with South Liberties beating Blackrock 418 to 15 points in a match where Ken Burns scored 1-6 and Brian Gary scored 2-1 and Barry Cooney hit 4 points. and then Adair in flying form against Monaleen. 227 to 116 is how that game finished. The goals on the night for Adair by Michael Keane and Mark Connolly. Adair captained this season by Declan Hannon, and a side that welcomed back Wayne McNamara from Dubai. And last evening, Na Piarsaigh, the defending champions, eventually 10-point winners over Kilmallock, 316 to 15 points. Second half goals scored by Conor Boylan, Adrian Breen and David Dempsey. And Na Piarsaigh, the team still to stop.
Yeah, I suppose Na Piarsaigh sent out a statement of intent there last night. I suppose all the teams would have been looking at Na Piarsaigh and saying that they were without the two Caseys, Peter and Mike, and Shane Dowling. And I suppose Dowling and Peter Casey would have been their main scorers over the last couple of years. So they would have been, all these teams would have been fancying their chances. But you see last night, I think Na Piarsaigh put out a statement of intent. But look, they're still favourites at the moment, but I think that the championship this year will be very close.
Before a ball was poked in the Limerick Senior Hurling Championship, where Liam Berkery actually threw in the first slitter of the championship in that game between Blackrock and South Liberties, the pecking order was Na Piarsaigh, Patrickswell, Doon, Kilmallock, Adair, Ahan, Ballybrown, Kildimo Palace Kenry, Monaleen, South Liberties, Gary Spillane and Blackrock. Following the action, we know now three of the fixtures for next weekend. Blackrock will meet Gary Spillane. Kildimo Palace Kenry, back senior, play Monaleen. And it's Kilmallock against Patrickswell. Ahan in the wings will play either Patrickswell or Doon next weekend. But right now, banging contention, both teams, a wonderful game, 8 points each, Tom.
Yeah, it's been a good start to the game. I was expecting a good tight game, high scoring. I suppose the sending off is just after putting a small bit of a taint in it. But look, it's still a good game.
Patrickswell, who once led by 4 points, have won a free. And though it is deep inside their own defence, they could well take the lead here through their captain, Diarmuid Burns.
He's after gaining a few yards there as well, Mel. But this is well within Diarmuid's range.
Even if it was back those few yards, I think it would be within his range.
Every advantage.
Diarmuid Burns, meant to have been further back the field of play. Anyhow, it is what it is. Diarmuid Burns looking to give Patrickswell the lead. He has hit this one towards the general direction of the goal. Super. Absolutely super.
That would have been a one-stroke penalty in golf now for misplacing the ball. But
or disqualification, perhaps. But I don't think he plays golf. Brian Murray does.
He does. Diarmuid should be a good golfer now as well.
Not as good as Murray.
No.
Anyhow, Doon touching it down towards Richie English. Finding Cian O'Donovan. Jack Kelleher was looking for it. It's still available for Patrickswell, who have edged their way back in front with a dozen minutes to go in the opening half. Cian Lynch is already in on the scoring act, and he has drawn the foul from Chris Thomas. Patrickswell have a very good chance now to go 2 points in front.
They've come out of the blocks very fast again there at the water break. They did the exact same at the start of the game. They raced into a 4-point lead, and this is to put them 2 points up. Patrickswell looking good.
Patrickswell have won this Limerick Senior Hurling Championship on 20 occasions. They lead the Roll of Honour by 1 over Ahan. Then there's a break back to Kilmallock on 11 titles. Cloghone have won it 10 times. South Liberties and Young Ireland's both 7. Croom and Na Piarsaigh, the defending champions, have won it 6 times. This is the chance for Patrickswell, and an easy one, it would appear, for the full forward who has hit it in. Aaron Gallan collects his 3rd point of the afternoon to open up a little bit of leeway between Patrickswell and Doon.
You can see there, Mel, when Patrickswell started working the ball, that they're getting way more out of it than just hitting it in long into the full forward line. So if they keep continuing this, they'll reap benefit of it.
Adam English tries from outfield, but he's missed on the right. Perhaps he rushed it, although he has 4 points to his credit. The majority of them have been from dead ball situations. He's rushed 1 or 2.
Yeah, it just looks like he's forcing it a small bit, a bit of a snapshot there. Just needs to settle down a small bit, because we know what he's capable of.
It's Brian Murray that has restarted the game with his side in front by 2 points. Down a player, too many steps taken. Johnny Murphy has penalised Eddie Stokes. It's an opportunity for Patrickswell to suddenly go 3 points in front once again.
Again, yeah, it's a carbon copy of the start of the game, the first 10 minutes. It did look like he took about 5 or 6 steps, maybe 1 or 2 too many. but it should be an easy enough score here now for Aaron.
Aaron Galan has hit 3 points this afternoon. Galan, what a hero he has been since his breakthrough season and our breakthrough season of 2018.
Yeah, just looking down here again, it seems that Dermot Burns is the free man. They seem to be playing an extra man back. And Doon in on the other hand, they have 2 or 3 free in there. So it is tactical, very tactical at the moment.
Poor ball struck in. It might work out well. Aaron Galan did not hit that one as he would have wished. Doon are equal to the challenge in defence through fullback Tommy Hayes. Doon looking to get off to a bright start this afternoon here at the LIT Gaelic grounds. Coming through is Josh Considine on the Patrickswell side. Referee's whistle remains silent as the ball has been released through the hands of a variety of Patrickswell players as they push forward towards a scoring position. That helping out for Doon. A variety of players, including the captain Barry Murphy. It's stalemate right now.
Maybe a free there, Mel. It looked like he was being pulled back as he was going through, but Johnny's happy enough to leave it play away.
And Richie English is the player to emerge with it. Not a very good clearance. Here's a chance for Patrickswell through Nigel Foley. A monster of an effort by the Patrickswell fullback, Nigel Foley.
Yeah, Doon seemed to be in control of that ball coming out there, and it was just a bad pass, mistimed pass, and fell straight to Nigel Foley, who put it over from distance.
8 minutes of normal time to go in this opening half. It's Patrickswell by 3 points. They once led early on by 4. Laying down the law, match referee Johnny Murphy of Glenrue Ballylanders speaking with Nigel Foley.
I think Nigel was a bit excited there after getting that score. There was a bit of shouldering going on, letting him know that he's around.
We hadn't seen much of Nigel before that, actually.
No. A great score by Nigel.
Here's Dean Coleman. Coleman for Doon. Needs support. That's available with the captain, Barry Murphy. Just runs away from him. And Patrickswell right now have the measure of Doon as they transfer the sliotar towards midfield. And motoring forward is Patrick Kirby. Dermot Burns wasn't quite expecting it. Adam English put in the challenge. And here's Patrick Ryan. Lovely catch. Doon have possession. The exciting Simon Ryan. Still Ryan, released inside, passed too far. Mark Harmony intercepted, but the referee has intervened, a free for Doon.
Great run there by Pat. Look, we know his electric speed. There's only one thing on Pat's mind when he gets the ball in that position, and that's goal. Maybe the pass there, he could have given a better hand pass out, had goal written all over, but look, there's going to be a handy free here for Doon.
The resulting free is for Doon, and Adam English is lining up to strike it.
Just going back on that last play, Mel, Doon or Patrickswell were actually in control of that ball, and young Kirby there, he could have taken it on there, and he had plenty of space in front of him, but he opted to flick it back, and Dermot wasn't expecting it. So this is where that score is after coming out of now, or score you think he'd be getting anyway.
It will be a free.
Yeah,
it will be a score.
be.
Don't worry about that. I'd nearly knocked that one over myself. 6 minutes of normal time to go. We have a stoppage as Patrickswell have a player injured. That would appear to be Patrick Kirby. Kirby, who has played minor with Limerick in recent times as well. His dad was a fairly useful hurler with Limerick in the 90s, winning 4 All-Stars. And Carmel, indeed. Mam was a fairly good ladies football player as well, hailing from Cork.
I might have been too harsh on Patrick Kirby there. I'd say his hamstring is at him, so maybe that's why he didn't keep going.
Perhaps. 3 points between these sides, but we reckon it will be down to 2 in just a moment or two. Brian Murray, a good man to issue instructions on the goal line. He's called back 4 of his defenders to join him on the line. Adam English, I'm sure, will be happy to collect his point.
Yeah, I know. I don't know he'd go from it here. He'd tap this over now and just, as I say, keep the scoreboard ticking.
Adam English delivers a 5th point for Doon as they close the gap on Patrickswell to just 2 solitary points. Patrickswell, well, their breakthrough was in 1965 when they won the first of their Limerick Senior Hurling Championship titles under the captaincy of Phil Bennis, one of many brothers on that 65 winning team. Doon forced to defend Patrickswell, with Patrick Kirby trying to open up the Doon defence. Vital interception. Patrick Ryan was one of those back. It's flashed out for a 65.
Yeah, again, Doon looked to be in control there. They had 2 defenders back versus 1, but just miscontrol there allowed Patrickswell, young Kirby, to get in, and it seems that he's gone down again. He looks to be in a bit of trouble here.
It's likely that Patrick Kirby will play no further part in this afternoon's Bon Secours Limerick Senior Hurling Championship encounter. He's been in a spot of bother on 1 or 2 occasions. Mention as well of Bon Secours, this is year 3 of their fine sponsorship of the competition. Bon Secours headed up in Limerick by Jason Kenny. Sad to note here, Patrick Kirby's in forced withdrawal. Play will resume in a moment with the resulting 65, and this will be for Patrickswell and a chance for them to go back in front by 3 points.
Looks like Thomas O'Brien is coming on there for him. Great defending there by Doon, because Jack Kelleher was straight through on goal, and they were just able to get that flick in and just take it off the stick of Jack.
65 going the way of Diarmuid Burns. He has hit 3 points in this match this afternoon at the Limerick Institute of Technology Gaelic Grounds. Odds on to score this one as well, and this, if it goes over, will bring Patrickswell on to 12 points, and that will be 3 points better than Doon as we rapidly approach the half-time break. Diarmuid Burns didn't hit it brilliantly, but sufficiently good enough for the white flag to be raised.
Yeah, the routine 65 there from Diarmuid. Yeah, he likes to drill him. He doesn't put much height in his frees, but look, it went over all the same.
Doon trying to respond. They've been in and out of this afternoon's game. Again, they're planting the ball low inside, trying to create an opening for Pat Ryan to threaten the goal. Right now, he'll settle for a point, and he's got a very, very good one.
Great score there by Pat. Doon need to keep doing that, putting low ball in front of himself and Dean Coleman, Adam English in the full forward line. They seem to be beating their markers out every time, so look, they need to stick at that.
2 points between the two teams as we close in on the half-time break. Josh Considine for Patrickswell. Nobody at home inside for Patrickswell. Doon have plenty of players back. Darragh Donovan was key to this ball going away towards his captain Barry Murphy. Doon struggling to hold on to possession, which should really have been theirs. Match stopped by Johnny Murphy. He's going to throw it in.
Yeah, again, Doon were in control of the situation there. They had the ball. It was in their hand, just popped out and allowed Patrickswell to get in around it. And look, Patrickswell won't mind that. The game is a bit stop-start, like, because they are down a man. But look, they'll be very happy with the position they're facing into half-time in.
An injury concern on the Doon side would appear to surround their captain Barry Murphy. In terms of the teams that could be coming up from the Premier Intermediate Hurling Championship, Mungat St. Paul's put down a big marker of the weekend. They had a very fine victory over Maru Boris, 6-17 to 1 goal and 16 points, so they're looking good. And in particular for them, Niall Mulcahy, who scored 3 goals in that particular tie for Mungat St. Paul's. A break in play here. Barry Murphy, he'd be a huge loss for Doon.
Oh, he would. Barry is. I suppose he's only about 25, 26, but he'd be one of the older fellas that are the leaders in the Doon team. And look, as I say, Barry he's been a great leader for Doon over the years and consistently scoring.
So he hasn't arrived into the veteran class like Tom Condon. On we go. Cian O'Donovan.
2 years to go yet.
Here's Pat Ryan. Simon Ryan looks for support. Dean Coleman is available outside, but he has coughed up possession. Has Ryan. It's a free for Patrickswell. The full back line are doing okay. Nigel Foley anchoring it with Shawnee O'Brien and Tom Nolan in the corners.
Great defending there by Shawnee. Just stood him up. Pat slipped. Shawnee, he didn't dive in. He just stood him up, showed him the outside and forced him into the mistake and was able to dispossess him then. Great defending.
Patrickswell in front by 2 points, playing it short. Inviting ball for Jason Galan. Lucky enough, but Patrickswell have managed to hold on to it. Oh, too much taken, or maybe it was thrown. caught 3 times, whatever. Anyhow, Patrickswell have conceded possession. Doon have a chance to bring it down to a 1-point game in stoppage time at the end of the opening half.
Yeah, Dermot would be disappointed there. He was winding up for a long range attempt, but he didn't realise that the Doon player was so close to him and just took the extra touch and unfortunately caught it 3 times. So this should be another score here for Doon. And look, Doon will take that, especially with the way Patrickswell have started both quarters.
Dermot Burns had been attempting to score his 5th point. At the moment, it's Adam English with 5 points to his credit. Within range, we reckon. He's hit it well, smack between the uprights. Doon are within 1 now of Patrickswell. Brian Murray launching a ball, trying to seek out Jason Gallant territory. It's carries too much weight. It's possession on the side of Doon in the form of a sideline strike.
I thought that came off the Doon men myself there, but the linesman seems to have gone with Doon.
Darragh O'Donovan, 30 years ago, Limerick played in the Munster Senior Football Final. We scored 3-12, but lost to Kerry, who kicked 23 points at Fitzgerald Stadium in Killarney. O'Donovan's dad, James, was one of the stars of Limerick that season. Patrickswell have claimed possession. The ball released to Shawnee O'Brien. Struggling to get it away, Josh Considine. Strong challenge. The advantage is with Doon. Eddie Stokes. Barry Murphy, the captain, looks to level the match. Has he done it? He has. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Great score there by Barry. Big hit there on Cian O'Donovan. I think it came in from Josh Considine, but Patrickswell were trying to play the ball through the lines there, but when you do that, it needs to go to hand, and the ball was along the floor, give Doon a chance to get in there and get the ball away.
The Doon management, Tony Ward, Jimmy Quilty, Aidan Fitzgerald, Georgie Ellis, Mike Fitzgerald and Seamus Barry, along with Stephen Walsh, must be happy as Doon now go in search of a lead point before half time. Cut away, Tom O'Brien, Dermot Burns, Josh Considine. The block down, good by Barry Murphy. Doon holding on to possession, and again just a 1-person full forward line. It's Pat Ryan ahead of Shawnee O'Brien. Pat Simon Ryan, difficult angle. Here's Simon Ryan. He hasn't found the range.
Very tight angle there. It probably could have came out another 5 or 10 yards and made a better angle for himself, but great work there by Barry Murphy to work back and get the block in on Josh Considine, and they were able to play it in front of Pat there. There was oceans of space.
Brian Murray's goal puck out for Patrickswell brings to an end the opening half in round 1 in Group 1A of the Bon Secours Hospital Limerick Senior Hurling Championship at the Limerick Institute of Technology Gaelic Grounds. What a mouthful. What a mouthful of entertainment we've had here as well. Doon and Patrickswell have hit 24 points between them as we are deadlocked at the break. Doon 12 points, Patrickswell 12 points. What do you make of the opening 30-odd minutes, Tom?
Well, Patrickswell will be absolutely thrilled to go in level 12-12 at half-time. Look, I suppose that incident before the ball was even thrown in, that's a big blow for any team. And look, Patrickswell have responded gallantly, and they went 4 points up to no score in the first 10 minutes. And then in the second water break, after the first water break in the second quarter, they raced into another 3 or 4 point lead. So they've responded well to that setback. But in fairness to Doon, they've kept tipping away, keeping the scoreboards ticking over, and they've worked hard, hooking and blocking, and they've forced Patrickswell to make mistakes, and that's where a lot of their scores have come from.
Must be the first time you've ever seen a player stand off before the game started.
I think it has been, yeah.
And you've been involved in a lot of tough encounters, I think, Tom.
I don't think I've ever been sent up before a game anyway.
I know you might have been cautioned maybe. Or
Yeah, it's a strange one, and usually it takes a lot for a referee to do that. Usually referee, he has a tendency to let things go for the first 5 or 10 minutes. But Johnny Murphy wasn't messing around there, and it'd be interesting to see it back. What actually happened. Exactly.
Anyhow, it's half-time in this Limerick Senior Hurling Championship fixture at the Gaelic Grounds this afternoon. It has been, to say the least, a very eventful afternoon up until this point. We'll be back in plenty of time in terms of the start of the second half, for fear anything might happen before the action actually does happen here. It's half-time anyhow. We'll be back shortly. Doon, 12 points. Patrickswell, 12 points. Welcome back on Limerick GA TV to our live coverage from the LIT Gaelic grounds of what has turned out to be a very eventful senior hurling championship encounter involving Patrickswell and Doon. We're about to get underway in the second half. Teams level, 12 points apiece. Tom Condon, call it now.
Oh,
Oh, my
there could
word.
be another card here.
Patrickswell's Mark Carmody has gone down injured. We're just seconds into the second half. And a reminder, in case you're joining us late, at the very start, Kevin O'Brien was sent off with a straight red card for Patrickswell. Patrickswell moved into a 4-point lead. But right now, Doon and themselves are playing themselves to a standstill. We're level. In trouble is Cian O'Donovan.
Yeah, just seemed to pull across Mark Carmody there, and the ball was thrown in. Straight red.
Never in the history of the Limerick Senior Hurling Championship have two players been sent off in such early junctures in terms of the opening half and the second half. Gone. Doon down to 14 players. Cian O'Donovan has been sent off.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I thought that was very harsh. Look, I thought it was a yellow card. It's a throwing ball. I know he connected with Mark Carmody, but at the end of the day, when you're throwing the ball, you're entitled to pull. I know it mightn't have been.
Johnny Murphy is also looking now to have a word with Dara O'Donovan.
Yeah, Dara wasn't happy with the decision either.
This will surely be just a yellow card anyhow for back chat, I would imagine.
Yeah. Look, at the end of it, I thought, a free and a yellow card was what I thought it should have been, I suppose.
Yeah, the O'Donovans stick together. Dara has picked up a yellow card. We're still only moments into the second half. It's Doon, 12 points. Patrickswell, 12 points. It's a 14-aside Limerick Senior Hurling Championship second half here at the LIT Gaelic grounds.
I just see there as well, Mel, Josh Ryan is in there around the middle of the field. I'm not too sure who he's come on for.
Josh Ryan, one of the exciting hurling players out around East Limerick. He's in for the second half. Play to restart with his free and a chance for Patrickswell and Diarmuid Burns.
Level game, level numbers, so has the makings of a great second half.
12 points each, 14 players apiece. Second half, moments old. Diarmuid Burns looks to deliver the first point of the second half. Diarmuid Burns smacks it towards the general direction of the Napirshick end. It's Patrickswell in front, 3 minutes into the second half.
Another routine point there by Diarmuid.
There's going to be a lot of more twists and turns here at the Gaelic grounds of this Senior Hurling Championship encounter. Twisting his way towards the ball is Pat Simon Ryan onto his left, swinging it towards the goal. And isn't that a tasty second point by Pat Ryan?
Great score again by Pat. Look, Doon have been doing it most of the game, putting the ball in space in front of Pat, and he's been beating his men out there the whole time.
Brian Murray restarts the game towards Mark Carmody, bypasses him. Still Patrickswell. It's Jack Kelleher that's inside alongside Tommy Hayes. Hayes the full back, Kelleher the attacker. It's available for Patrickswell with Tom O'Brien and co. Patrickswell looking for a score. This is heading towards the goal, but it's not good enough for the white flag to be raised. So we remain level, 13 points apiece.
Second half has started fast and furious there. The puck outs, there's no time to catch your breath here.
A.D. Stokes to the captain, Barry Murphy. Murphy looking for an opening. Hand pass, will it work out for Dean Coleman? It doesn't, but he has a free.
Yeah, the advantage there, yeah. Pass there from Barry Murphy. If he was out in front of Dean, he was straight in on goal there. But yeah, look, another free here for Doon.
And they can move in front as we creep into the 4th minute of the second half of this exciting 2021 Bon Secours Hospital Limerick Senior Hurling Championship Group 1A encounter. 1B even. Here comes the free. Adam English, first point for him of the second half.
Yeah, it seems that both teams, even with 14 men, they're still lining up with extra men in defence. Dara Donovan seems to be the free man on the Doon team, and Diarmuid Burns seems to be doing the opposite at the other side of the field.
Doesn't go the way of Jack Ryan, maybe towards Dara Donovan. Doon looking to hold on to possession through Richie English and co. Free going the way of Doon, says match referee Johnny Murphy of Ballylanders in football and Glenrue in hurling.
Yeah, it seems to be a good bite and good edge to the game.
To say the very least. To say the very least now, Tom.
There always is with Patrickswell and Doon.
Here's Pat Ryan. Pat Ryan floats it across. Barry Murphy is coming through. Barry Murphy, good stick work. Tries to keep it in play. It's wide. Josh Considine and co have done their job. It's wide, and we're about to get back underway suddenly with all-star of the past, Brian Murray. All-star of the current, Cian Lynch. In it goes. Isn't that just absolutely wonderful?
Yeah, great score there by Cian Lynch. It was just simple puck out straight to Cian. He let his man get out in front of him, but he was able to get the ball into his hand and straight over the bar. Level
in a mighty hurling match. Doon trying to change that with Mikey O'Brien. O'Brien into the path of Adam English. He's brought down. Mark Carmody in trouble.
Yeah, it looks to be a card here, Mel. Adam English seems to picked up a bit of a knock there. I think he just came across him behind and took the legs from underneath him.
It's going to be a free straight in front of the uprights. The free will be for Doon, with the teams unable to be separated at this point. It's 14 points each, and that yellow card has been flashed.
So he's going to run out of yellow cards at this stage.
Well, he certainly brought 2 red ones.
Yeah, I don't know, was that a yellow card either? Look, I thought it was just a tangle of legs there.
You're a tougher hurler than these lads now, in fairness, Tom.
There should be no cards in hurling.
It is what it is. 14 points for Doon. Patrickswell, 14 points in this engrossing Limerick Senior Hurling Championship encounter, where Adam English hit 6 points in the opening half and now looks for his second of this second half. But my word, he doesn't look all that healthy as he prepares to take this resulting free. Still a teenager, Adam English rather easily tosses this one over the crossbar.
He seems to be limping very gingerly there, but hopefully he shakes it off and is able to resume. It's type of game now, Mel, that I say whatever team gets a goal, they'll hold out, because they can't seem to separate each other. It's a very close game. Absolutely
lavishly entertaining here at the LIT Gaelic Grounds. Right now, Tom O'Brien has support with his full forward, Aaron Gallan. Dispossessed. Good play by Jack Ryan. Here's Darragh O'Donovan. Doon are going on the counter-attack through their centre-half back. O'Donovan releases it inside towards Adam English, who's having a ferocious battle with the likes of John Flynn. This one really spreads towards the right wing of the Patrickswell defence as they look to launch it forward with Seanie O'Brien. Finds at midfield Mark Carmody. Patrickswell a long way out from the goal. This one has been flashed across the face of the uprights. Yeah. 8 minutes into the half.
That was a great defending there by by John Flynn, sorry. He just knew that Diarmuid Burns was free there, and that all he had to do was just spoil the ball there, and Diarmuid was able to collect it and deliver it up the field.
Right now it's Adam English with perhaps the pick of the scores for him today, and Doon have moved 2 points in front of Patrickswell.
Not doing too bad for a man that's been limping.
He's not limping that badly now, I reckon. Anyhow, Patrickswell down by 2. They're the favourites. They're in a spot of trouble. Josh Considine looks to bring it down to 1. That is just an inch short and taken by Owen McNamara. Darragh Donovan to Josh Ryan, the half-time replacement, to Tommy Hayes, the fullback. Now Jack Ryan makes himself available. It's Doon leading by a couple of points in this hugely entertaining game. Simon Ryan hit a good point already in this opening half, has hit an even better point. That's 3 points for him now in total.
A great score there again, Mel. Even though he lost the ball, he was able to hold off Seanie O'Brien, rise it up, create 4 or 5 yards of space and put it over. Great score.
Patrickswell down by 3 points against a Doon team that are looking to make once again an impression in the Limerick Hurling Championship. Eddie Stokes making an impression, getting away from 1 or 2 Patrickswell players. Here's Dean Coleman going for a goal, and Murray makes a blinding save. Brian Murray, an all-star 14 years ago and playing like an all-star in 2021.
He still has it, Mel. Brian, he's always a man for great shots stopping. Could have gone maybe a bit lower there, But great save by Brian.
It has kept Patrickswell very much in the hunt here in what is turning out to be a lavishly entertaining match. Martin O'Doherty from Main Street, Rathkeale, in on the action as the linesperson.
I think it was Cormac Ryan that Josh Ryan has come on for. He seems to be floating around centre forward midfield there. I don't see Cormac Ryan out there.
This the 65 to push Doon on to 18 points, and never a doubt about it from the moment it left the stick of Adam English, whose granduncle was the great Eamon Grimes from Donegal.
In fairness to Adam, he's been solid on the freeze there all day. I don't think he's missed one mal, has he?
None. Absolutely none. He's been awesome. Anyhow, back at the ranch, it's Doon leading Patrickswell by 4 points, 18 points to 14. We're playing almost 11 minutes of the second half. Plenty of talking points. Patrickswell looking for the release to Tom O'Brien. Cian Lynch heavily involved, back brilliantly, Richie English. All stars of yesteryear are leading by example, with Murray for Patrickswell and English for Doon. Doon have a free player. That free player is calling for it and has it. Adam English. Blocked down. Very good. Here's Jason Gallan. Lovely ball to the centre to Diarmuid Burns from way out the field of play, but he hasn't hit it as he would have wished. It's wide.
Yeah, Adam English maybe a small bit lax there. He was in an acre of space for the puck out. Got into his hand, but maybe took a small bit too much out of it and was blocked down brilliantly there by Mark Carmody.
In next to no time, Adam English has it from the goal puck out by McNamara. English on the run, and that's a beauty of a score. Adam English is having a mighty game.
Well, he made amends for that bit of a lax effort there. Great catch, great score. Patrickswell need to do something quick here. I think there might be a substitution coming here. You could see there was great defending by Rich English to dispossess Aaron Gallan, who would have been straight through on goal there. Patrickswell need a goal quick.
Adam English has scored an astonishing 10 points for his team as they lead by 5 points as we go towards the water break in the second half, taken by Josh Ryan, big man. Here's Jack Ryan. Jack Ryan for Doon. This one is going to be towards the left, and Murray happy to see it wide.
Yeah, maybe there was a better option there outside by Jack, but he decided to take the shot on himself. Things could have opened up there if he took it on another few steps.
Double substitution. Paddy Maher is going on. So too it would appear John Kirby, both on the Patrickswell team. Injured for Patrickswell is Mark Carmody. His dad was a wonderful hurler, Anthony Carmody. And he didn't say to say that, but I just did.
Young John Kirby on there now as well. Another exciting prospect for Patrickswell, brother of Patrick. So interesting to see how he gets on.
Jason Gallan is one of those players that's coming off the field of play for Patrickswell. Doon by 5 points in the opening round of the 2021 Bon Secours Limerick Senior Hurling Championship. Already in the winners' enclosure this weekend in senior hurling, South Liberties at the expense of Blackrock, Adair at the expense of Monaleen, and last night Napirsig beat Kilmallock. It's Patrickswell, they're right in the hunt. Jack Kelleher. Kelleher looks for support, that doesn't work out. And a reminder, both teams are down to 14 players. Right now, free given for Doon.
Yeah, Doon seemed to be hunting in packs there. They had 8 players back there in their full back line nearly. Great defending, not giving Patrickswell one. Oh, sorry, who was that? Not giving Patrickswell any space, but great defending there by Doon.
Coming up on the midway mark of the second half, it's Doon to restart. That's last touched a Patrickswell player, namely Mark Carmody. Sideline strike will be for Doon. Easy call for the linesman, Martin Doherty. It's Jack Ryan that's about to get us back underway. Tease this one up nicely. Oh, that took a wicked deflection. May fall the way of the available Patrickswell player, namely Aaron Gallan. Comes under pressure. Doon to Mikey O'Brien. Dean Coleman is there. There are a host of players there, including Tom O'Brien on the Patrickswell team. Patrickswell are eventually getting it away, and they're free. Earned initially by Diarmuid Burns. Down for Doon is Mikey O'Brien.
small bit wild there.
Small bit.
A small bit.
Anyhow, I'm not so sure which way the free is going.
Yeah, initially I thought it was a free for Patrickswell, and then there was a bit of argy-bargy after, and I think Diarmuid just swung back, but I don't think there was any contact or anything there. Replays
Match
might prove me wrong.
Is Johnny Murphy. Doon's Mikey O'Brien is in trouble. He's injured.
I think he's calling Diarmuid here, yeah.
Diarmuid Burns is the player that's in trouble. He has hit 5 points. He's not too happy to be called by Johnny Murphy. We've had 2 red cards in this match. The way he's indicating, I think it will be just a yellow.
Yeah, he's just indicating there that he took a swipe back after he won the free. With his body language, I say it should be just a yellow.
Yellow card has been flashed. The crowd here today, 500. But my word, you'd think there were 5,000 or even 50,000 here. From next weekend, there'll be big crowds at the Limerick Senior Hurling Championship, and 6,000 or 7,000 will be permitted to venues like this magnificent LIT Gaelic Grounds. Well presented by Nick Green. The resulting free, it's going the way of Doon, and they have pushed further ahead here now. 6
points, Mel. As I was saying, I think Patrickswell need a goal there quick to get back into this game.
Adam English has struck that point that brings Doon on to 20 points. Patrickswell are on 14. 6 points between them with a quarter of an hour of hurling to go, Tom.
Yeah, just Patrickswell looked just a small bit flat there in the third quarter. They started well in the first 2 quarters, but in that quarter they just looked a small bit flat. Doon seem to be more up for it, and look, they've gone 6 points ahead now. Patrickswell need to respond, probably need a goal.
Mention of Nick Green, who has the pitch itself in splendid condition. Mention also from the North Circular Road of Eugene Griffin, who's a tireless worker here in his capacity as caretaker of this LIT Gaelic Grounds venue. A parcel of ground that was bought by the Limerick GA way back in 1926, when the pitch itself was opened in 1928. Great days down over the years. 1955, the Munster final, and in more recent times, Tom, the 2013 Munster final, Limerick and Cork. What a day that was.
Oh, I don't think we'll ever relive that. I remember there was 5 minutes left, and the supporters were trying to get in on the field, and they were right on the edge, the sideline, the end line, and everything. That was a magic day, and you were able to soak it in and enjoy the last 5-10 minutes of that game, unlike 2018 when we didn't know which way it was going. But
only for this mysterious hand to rise above a variety of players, like a volleyball player, and catch a famous sliotar when it was white and not yellow at Croke Park.
Unfortunately, Tom Morris didn't hold on to it. He poked it out over the stand. Could have been a nice memento.
Let on, you have it. Who knows which or
that's
whether.
The story.
Who knows which or whether. Anyhow, back to 2013. That was the day Dodge gave his most famous speech.
Yeah, I think he chipped in with a few long-range points, all trademark points in the old windmill celebration.
And I remember being in the garden town of Ballingarry for the homecoming. Anyhow, different times, different times. Right now, at the LIT Gaelic Grounds, a hugely enjoyable encounter between Doon and Patrickswell sees Doon in front by 6 points. We're about to get back underway in the closing quarter. There'll be a lot of more turns and manoeuvres before the end of this encounter. Brian Murray gets us back underway, calling for it. Mark Carmody, Cian Lynch doesn't go his way. Patrickswell have gathered it with Cian Lynch. Lynch looks for a way through, blocked his path by Josh Ryan and co. In the end, Barry Murphy. Adam English is having a really marvellous match, and he's gone away from his marker. Adam English on the run. This man is special. This young man is extra special. Adam English.
Sensational score there by Adam. He knew that John Flynn was on his tail and that he'd hook him, and he feigned to go inside and just kept going on the right and then over the bar. It was a great score.
John Kirby gives us a breather as he has won a free. Adam English is having an absolute blinder of a match here for Doon, who are in a very good position in terms of winning their first match of the 2021 Limerick Senior Hurling Championship. Doon third favourites before the start. Na Piarsaigh were the favourites, Patrickswell second, Doon were third. Diarmuid Burns looks to convert this one and bring his team on to 15 points, and he has obliged his second point of this half, his sixth of the match.
Yeah, another routine score there from Diarmuid, but just going back to Adam English, like he's continued on that form, like, and he's hurling out of his skin at the moment, and it won't be too long now, I'd say he'll be getting a phone call from a certain Mr. Kiley.
Not Mikey Kiley.
He won't be going playing rugby.
We wish Mikey the very best of luck. He'll be playing in the hurling championship with Ballybrown, we reckon, next weekend. Ballybrown, for their part, will be playing Kilmallock in the second round of the Bon Secours Limerick Senior Hurling Championship in 6 or 7 days' time. Patrickswell clipping this one forward, and Calvin Carl, Aaron Galan. Patrickswell realistically need to be thinking about some rapid fire scores or maybe even a goal. It's John Kirby. Kirby's shot, no advantage. It's going to be just a routine goal puck out for Owen McNamara and for Doon. Under 12 minutes to go in what is a marvellous encounter. Patrickswell, Shawnee O'Brien. Right now it's John Kirby. Kirby has an opportunity, and Kirby hits a top-class score.
Great score there by John. He just made amends there for the block down. But Patrickswell, they're trying their best to work something, but Doon seem to be sniffing out everything, like, and they seem to have bodies everywhere in defence.
Doon have a 5-point lead. A reminder, Doon had a numerical advantage for the opening 30 minutes, but not for the second half because the books were balanced by match referee Johnny Murphy. Up with the action. It's hectic here. Doon have a free, and Adam English is lining up to take it. Yeah,
looks like to make a 6-point game. Again, look, as I said, Patrickswell, they can't seem to get the right ball into Aaron Galan, and even when Cian Lynch gets the ball, Doon seem to have 2 or 3 fellas around him the whole time. They're not giving him that space to create something, and they're going to have to work hard to get a goal here, and I think it's something that they'll need if they're going to win this game.
14 points now, the magnificent and immense contribution of Adam English. Patrickswell using the break-in play to introduce Dara Ahern, and Doon, for their part, are bringing on Michael Ryan. 22 points Doon, Patrickswell 16 points, 10 minutes left in the match. Dean Coleman making way for the introduction of the Doon player, Michael Ryan. Patrickswell with Dara Ahern. Doon and Michael Ryan just newly on the field of play up towards Simon. Pat Simon Ryan has additional support. Who else? Only Adam English. Adam English, my word. In this senior championship encounter here, Adam English is man of the match by the proverbial mile.
Oh, great score there again. It's something reminiscent of Peter Casey in Croke Park. The sidestep, he sent a man the wrong way and just slotted it over.
Mikey O'Brien to Michael Ryan. His path has been shortened. It may go the way of Doon eventually, but not if Patrickswell, and Shawnee O'Brien has his way. In turn, it's with Dara Ahern. He's launched it through. Cian Lynch is looking to make an impression. Oh, he still has it. Oh, he still has it, even on the club scene. I think Barry Murphy will live.
Yeah. I can feel Cian's frustration there. Like he's trying his hardest, and he had to work really hard there to get that ball. And what a flick up! It's just just magic. But yeah, look, Doon are kind of giving him a bit of special attention there, and Barry Murphy came in for a bit of a go at him, and Cian responded.
As you do. The resulting free for Patrickswell should be easy peasy, and it is for Aaron Galan. That's just his first point of this second half, but he's fourth of the afternoon here at the LIT Gaelic grounds.
Yeah, the main thing, Mel, is that the Patrickswell keep tipping away with the points. You've seen 6-point leads turned over in the last 10 minutes in a lot of games, so if they have any hope of winning this, they need to keep the scoreboard ticking away.
It's Barry Murphy that has set this one up. a lot of players coming through, including right full back who has missed. Chris Thomas will be a little disappointed with that effort as Brian Murray rushes the game back underway. It's taken a deflection. There's a lot of oohing and ahhing in the crowd. The end result is that Gary Kirby's son, John Kirby, has hit a second point.
A few heavy hits going in there now, Mel. I think Johnny Murphy, has he the notebook out?
He has, and he's going to have a word here. I'm not so sure. He's put it back in.
He was just marking the score, I think. But yeah, two heavy hits there. Dara Donovan came through. I'm not too sure who's actually down, but it looked like a heavy hit there. Dara came straight through, batting the ball, broke in through, and it looked like Aaron kind of caught the Doon player on the side of the head with his hip, I'd say, as he was going down for the ball, but I don't think there was any intent in it.
Back in yesteryear, divisional teams were allowed play in the Limerick Hurling Championship, and on that front, in 1961 and 62, Western Gales were one of the more prominent teams. They won the championship with players such as the late Jimmy Stapleton of Grana, who sadly passed away at a good age this weekend. Play has been stopped anyhow for a couple of injuries in the 54th minute, where Doon lead Patrickswell 23 points to 18. And mention of 18, it's likely that we have a substitution bearing that number in the form of Cian Fitzgerald for Patrickswell.
It looks like Calvin Carroll, I think, is coming off after that. He took a heavy hit there into the back. Seems he felt the full force of that anyway.
Calvin Carroll, who himself was a late replacement on the starting blocks for Paddy Maher on the Patrickswell team. He will play no further part in this. He'll need a good soak in the bath tonight. 5 points between the two teams. There's also an injury on the Doon side that will now see the introduction into the game of Jack Cummins.
Yeah, they seem Doon players still down there. It was a heavy enough hit there to the head, but I'd say he's okay. Who was it? It's Mikey O'Brien, I think, that's down.
Yeah, Dr. Tom Condon says he's going to be okay.
He seems to be sitting up anyway, so that's
good
a
man,
good sign.
Good man. Wouldn't like to be under your care now for too long. 5 points to the good Doon. We've 5 minutes of normal time. Mikey O'Brien, unfortunately, is coming off the field of play against medical advice.
I've seen him in action. He's a tough man.
Yeah.
He was in with the senior panel there for a while as well.
Yeah, I'd say it would take a lot to get you off the field of play anyhow. Listen, we're about to get back underway in what is an enjoyable game for all of us here at the LIT Gaelic Grounds. Owen McNamara, the player in possession. He's the Doon goalkeeper. Back covering for Patrickswell is Josh Considine. Support is there as well. It's last touch Dara Ahern. It's going to be a line ball, and that line ball is going to be for Patrickswell, who are in deep trouble here in terms of trying to pull out a victory in this match. It matters little, though, in terms of they won't be eliminated from the championship, but they will be out next weekend, and that'll be a tough encounter against Ahern here on the Sunday at the LIT Gaelic Grounds also.
Yeah, it just adds a small bit of pressure on, and you have to perform next weekend. Like there's no more safety nets, but look, it's not over yet. There's still a good 5-6 minutes left, and they have an opportunity here to put it over from a long range free from Diarmuid.
Diarmuid Burns, it has been a headline grabbing afternoon for him and many others. This tough encounter at the Innes Road grounds. The free is for Diarmuid Burns. 6 points so far in this match. Can we make it 7? It looks to be heading in the right direction, and he's hit it well enough. Good third point of this half for Diarmuid Burns. Now, game very much back in the melting pot, as if it were never not.
Monster score there from Diarmuid. He was on his own 45. Slight win behind him. Great score. Shaping up to be a nice last few minutes.
Padraig Ryan releases it to another cornerback. This is Chris Thomas. Thomas knocks it towards Adam English. Adam English looks to have the legs to keep this one in play. Adam English has it. He's hit 14 points so far in this match. He's lost possession, but he's won it back. Mystery man a magician-style man. That pass goes astray, taken by Josh Considine, and Patrickswell look to go on the counter-attack with Cian Lynch. Odds on to be Hurler of the Year 2021. Right now it's Doon in possession and Michael Ryan. Ball travels through towards Pat Simon. Pat Simon Ryan looking for a score. Sweetly struck. Awesome.
Great score there by Pat. He was almost like he was doing a Ronaldinho. He was looking away when he struck that over his shoulder. Great score by Pat.
24 points. Doon are on. They lead by 5. They've hit 12 in this second half of Doon to match the 12 they scored along with Patrickswell in the opening half. It's the Well looking for something. Ahern was in there. Right now it's Aaron Gallan. Aaron Gallan was under pressure and his shot goes well across the face of the uprights.
Maybe not the right option there, but yeah, I think maybe he should have played that back inside, but Doon seem to have a sub coming on here now. Michael Barry, I think, is coming on.
Michael
Jack
Barry.
Ryan.
Under 2 minutes of normal time to go, but we are going to have some additional stoppage time. I'd say we could have the bulk of 5 minutes.
I'd say so, yeah. There's been a lot of injuries there, a couple of head injuries as well, so I'd say we're looking at 4 or 5 minutes. Patrickswell, I just think they definitely need to get a goal if they have any hope of coming out of here with something.
Jack Cummins is the player that's back on his feet of play. That one has gone too far. It's possession with Patrickswell. They have a line ball. 3 fixtures in round 2 of the Senior Hurling Championship confirmed. Blackrock versus Gary Spillane, Kildima Palace Kenry to play Mona Lean, and it's Kilmallock against Ballybrown, and Ahan will play either Patrickswell or Doon, whichever team loses. There's a lot of hurling still left in this match. Patrickswell, a lot of hurling left in Shawnee O'Brien. Is there? Great score by Shawnee O'Brien.
Great vision there by Dermot. Sprayed it across the field, straight into Shawnee's hand and straight over the bar. 4 points in it.
4 precious points to the good Doon, and a team that are looking to make a good impression in the opening round of the Sponsor Hurling Championship. John Flynn. Ball released through, finding only O'Donovan. This is Darragh O'Donovan. In turn to Richie English. Now to Josh Ryan. Ryan looks for options inside, just one player inside, and this may be good enough. An opportunity. Beautiful, I heard somebody saying. Michael Barry has his supporters.
Great touch there to get it into the hand first time and just swung it over his shoulder. Great score.
Cian Lynch, a little bit of ball juggling. It's still available. Referee has stopped play, namely Johnny Murphy. The extra few yards are going to be awarded as well. 5 points between the two teams. We are in stoppage time. Patrickswell, I think, maybe looking to drop this one short. Aaron Gallan.
Don't think there's been any indication of how much extra time has been played.
I'd say there will be 5 anyhow, but we'll see. Here comes the free taker. He's happy to settle for a point. Is Aaron Gallan. We've played a minute of stoppage time. There will be several more. It's Doon leading by 4 points, looking to cause an upset here on the opening weekend of the Bon Secours Limerick Senior Hurling Championship. Micheál Ryan tosses it towards the centre. Patrickswell with Diarmuid Burns. Here's Burns. Burns strokes it through. Gallan looks to bring it down, has done so. Blocked out is by Tommy Hayes. Magnificent. Padraig Ryan to Richie English. What a great catch by Gallan, but what a greater block by Tommy Hayes. And Doon, with the aforementioned fullback Tommy Hayes, knocks it through. Here's the other number 3, Nigel Foley, scored a monster of a point for his team in the first half. His team need a monster of a score in this period. Darragh Hearn looking to go through. The interception is by Chris Thomas, but he's let it go. Patrickswell. Oh, what heroic defending at the back by Doon. And eventually it's Richie English that gets the ball away. Down is Cormac Ryan. Patrickswell have possession. John Flynn to Paddy Maher. The end shot is from Diarmuid Burns, and Burns has a point to leave only a goal between them.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I think is it Barry Murphy that's down there. I don't know, was it a flick back at a hurley or what, but great defending there by Josh Ryan. Stood up, I think it was John Kirby that was going through. It looked like he was going for goal, and John Kirby ran into a fairly brick wall there, and Josh Ryan.
It's hectic. It's absolutely hectic here. Martin O'Doherty, linesperson. Match referee is Johnny Murphy. They have a call to make here. We're well into stoppage time at the end of this fixture. There are 3 points between them. It's Doon leading by those 3 points. We've had no goal in the match. It's 25 points to 22.
Yeah, he's still consulting here with Martin. Barry Murphy looks still to be down in some bit of distress. As you say, there could be another couple of minutes of injury time being played here, I'd say.
Injured party, Johnny Murphy, is looking for, is it number 5?
Yeah.
Which would mean that it's Paddy Maher.
Notebook is out anyway.
It's probably maybe just a yellow, it would appear. We've had 2 red cards in this match. Referee Johnny Murphy taking note of the number. It's number 5, Paddy Maher for Patrickswell. Red. 3rd red card of the day. In what, without a doubt, has been the most eventful match of the opening round of the Limerick Senior Hurling Championship of 2021.
Eventful is putting it lightly, Mel. I didn't see what happened there. It seems to be a leg injury. I don't know, was there a pull back there on Barry Murphy? Again, I didn't see it. I was watching the ball. But yeah, 3 red cards. It's been an eventful game.
It's been some day to make your commentary debut at the Gaelic Grounds, Tom Condon of Knockadurry.
I see Dean Coleman is back on the field there now for Doon for the last few minutes in place of Barry Murphy.
It's hard to keep up with it all here at this venue. Michael Ryan on the touchline. Ryan for Doon, swings over, another point. Micheál Ryan.
Great score of Micheál there on the inline, or on the touchline, sorry. You wouldn't be fencing your chances from there, but Micheál went for it. Here's
Cian Lynch, he stopped. It's going to be a free, bundled over on the attacking 45. We've played over 5 minutes of stoppage time.
I think that was the insurance point there from Micheál Ryan. I think Doon should see it out from here.
And cause a slight upset in the opening round of the weekend in this Limerick Senior Hurling Championship. Free for Patrickswell, full forward Aaron Galan, all-star, 6 points now to his credit. It brings it down to manageable proportions once again. And would you believe there's more action here at the Gaelic Grounds this evening? The All-Ireland Minor Camogie final is on at 6 o'clock, just as the Angelus strike. Cork and Kilkenny will play. That will never be as eventful as this. Patrickswell looking for a goal to draw as level. Not if Tommy Hayes is there. And here's Richie English.
Great
English away. Dean Coleman is onto it. Coleman, stylish stick work. Eddie Stokes comes along to lend vital support. It's still here. This one going towards the general direction of the goal. Oh, my word, what a masterclass of a display today.
Oh, he's been brilliant all game. The scores he's gotten have been unbelievable.
Adam English has scored 15 points or so in this match. Oh, that's minor. It's minor. 7 minutes into the injury time period. It's Doon by 4 points. Doon 27 points, Patrickswell 23 points.
Things seem to be boiling over a small bit there. Tom O'Brien and Darragh Donovan. Tom went back for seconds. Johnny Murphy's after calling him in there. So
he's on yellow, is Darragh O'Donovan.
I think he's going to throw it in. Doon had the free and for retaliating. I think he's going to throw it in now. Or did the wise thing there, stepping out of the throw in.
Correct. Here go Cian Lynch. He's won a free. Chris Thomas needs to be careful.
Yeah, it's just getting a small bit loose there now. Frustrations are boiling over.
Yeah, it's becoming a little bit ragged at the tail end of an eventful Limerick Senior Hurling Championship encounter.
There's always been a bit of bite there the last couple
There's
of years.
always
between,
drama when Condon is around.
I was going to say between Patrickswell and Doon.
Or between Keaveney and Condon. Yeah. Anyhow, late on in this pulsating Limerick Senior Hurling Championship encounter at the Gaelic Grounds, it ain't over yet. 4 points to the good are Doon. Doon got some bad beating last year in that Limerick Senior Hurling Championship encounter in terms of the final, where they suffered a heavy loss to Na Piarsaigh, but they've bounced back and likely to record an opening round win in the 2021 version of a championship that was first played for in 1887, when it wasn't anyway as eventful at the final, where it finished Maru a goal, South Liberty's a 2-point win in the lowest scoring county final of all time.
Don't think there was any red card before the match then. Well, I don't think there was no cards back then.
I'm not even sure, did they play an hour's hurling that time with the score. Right now, Diarmaid Burns will have to go low. He's going to drill it. Drilling it in. It will never beat the ball. It's gone in.
Goal.
And a goal. Cian Lynch has touched it home.
Yeah,
a point between it. We're not over.
No, I think Johnny Murphy's calling for the ball. Yeah.
Cian Lynch, his goal was of a consolation variety. Talking points aplenty. Bottom line, Doon have won by a solitary point.
Yeah, Patrickswell needed that goal, but they needed it about 5 or 6 minutes ago to give him a chance of maybe getting another score. Look, I think Doon were fully deserved there of the 1 point win. In fairness, they started the second half very well and raced into a 6 point lead, and look, unfortunately Patrickswell weren't able to bridge that gap, and they had to work a lot harder for their scores up front. I thought Doon seemed to get him a lot easier, and Adam English, he was on fire today.
So what we can confirm now, round 2 of the Bon Secours Limerick Senior Hurling Championship, Patrickswell versus Ahan, Kilmallock versus Ballybrown, Kildima Palace Kenry, they're back. They play Monaleen, and it's Blackrock against Gary Spillane. Some right good games next weekend. But I think in terms of what we've experienced at the LIT Gaelic Grounds today, we've had quite a handful of talking points.
Yeah, I suppose the main ones being the red cards. I don't know, will they be able to appeal many of them now? But yeah, look, it's unfortunately just these things happen, and sometimes the temperament, sometimes we just react when we shouldn't. And look, Patrickswell will learn from that. They have a chance now again next week to regroup, and I presume most Limerick cards will be 1 game ban, and they'll be back for the following game if they can get over a hand.
Yeah, there's a lot of hurling to be done in the 127th playing of the Limerick Senior Hurling Championship. Patrickswell and Doon have provided us with entertainment aplenty at the Gaelic Grounds this afternoon, where it has finished with Doon winners by a single point. My sincere thanks to legendary Limerick hurling figure Tom Condon joining me in commentary this afternoon, and the pictures provided so magnificently for us today by Newcastle West legend John Upton. Final scoreline in this Bon Secours Limerick Senior Hurling Championship. It's been a privilege. 27 points for Doon, Patrickswell 1 goal and 23. A very good evening. Take care, all of you.